Hey guys, Luke here, welcome back to episode 16 of my Liverpool FC career mode. Now this one's a bit of a special one. It's not the very last episode of the series. In fact, it's going to be two more, but it's the last, traditional sort of episode we have in terms of, gameplay and all that, because it's coming to the end of the season. Now, you can see we're in second spot there, and Man City is the only one who's in contention for us. There was such a big gap in the league. I'm not sure what's happened to some other sides, but Chelsea, obviously, no one could catch him. No one could catch him after 10 games this season. It was ridiculous. They just destroyed the league. But in terms of second spot, it's between us and City. Second and third, not too big of a deal for me in terms of which one we get. But obviously, we'd rather get second and third. So we're going to be looking at bouncing back, particularly considering the last performance we had in the last episode against Chelsea. Quite disappointing. I don't think we played horrible. I just got the tactics wrong for the first half of the game, and it really destroyed us. Meant we were playing catch up. We have a shot there. It was actually a header. I think it was by Coutinho. I can't remember who it was, but cannon off the crossbar. Really, it was a pretty strong header. It's a little bit strange. Coutinho's not really one to do that normally, but we have Kabay playing in this game. Gets it to Sterling up the wing. I'm just going to cross it in. He's headed away, but it falls back to Kabay, and he ends up getting injured there. And we'll find out exactly what it was, but I think it was something to do with his ankle. I think he's out for about 4 weeks from memory. Then we have Jackson Martinez, who's been great form. He's slacked off a little bit in terms of goal scoring, but his record was phenomenal. But yeah, he ended up hitting the post as well. So we've definitely been the better side, but just can't find that breakthrough goal, which is very frustrating. We've got Moreno here. Hopefully he can break it. He can't. It's a great save from the keeper. Great run in there from Moreno. I find he's not the best defensively for me, but his pace is definitely a good thing, and it worked in quite well there. But Jackson Martinez ends up finding the net with 11 minutes to go, and that should be enough to see us through, I reckon. We have a few options. We could just park the bus, or we could go for the second goal, and that's what we're going to try and do. We've got Markovic on the ball here, and he gets off Ward, and he's just got to go in, and he's going to take a shot, and it's going to be saved. That's not the last highlight of the game. In fact, I think we've got a few little ones here. Jackson Martinez on the ball, 88th minute, fade shots inside here, nearly gets brought down the box, but he ends up getting it to Mascherano. He ends up hitting the post, and very unfortunate to not end up scoring there. But 1-0, I'm happy with that game. I don't think the amount of goals scored really reflects the game, the 1-0. I think we're definitely a better side by a big margin, but just didn't work out with the goal scoring part. But Kabay is out for 4 weeks. They had the injury just there, and you can see some of our youth prospects. Just see how they're coming along. And we're going to end up taking on Stoke City in the last game of the season. They've actually done very well. They're in 6th spot, so pretty good for them. But I mean, 6th from 3 to 6, it's all pretty. It's pretty weird, to be honest. I think Man United was there. Arsenal probably there. I didn't see all of them, but it was quite strange, to be totally honest with you. But we're going to be giving, it's not our full strength side, but give some of the the mainstays here. We give John Fletting a go. Steven Gerrard's back in the side, so hopefully pick up a nice little win there. We do have Lovren also in centre back. Kevin Volland had a little header on there, didn't really work out. Back at the Britannia, it was 0 at half time. I wouldn't say we'd been the best side by far, but I thought we were better than Stoke. But they had a chance there. I mean, if you have a look, they could have just squared it, just passed it across goal and probably scored, but they took a shot and it cannoned off the post. And then they butchered a shot there. So second half wise, I think they were the better side, but if we can scrape something out of this, I'll be quite happy. It's a little bit annoying as well, because it's not the greatest way to end the season. Jackson Martinez, he's going to cut back inside here. We've got Coutinho making a run here, and now we've got an overlap. We're going to get to Henderson, he's going to get on to Sterling, going to take a shot, and it's missed. And that stage, I was like, man, we just blew a chance. I really should have taken the shot of Henderson, but thankfully enough, I think it was Hendo who put the ball through Coutinho. Coutinho's going to Ronaldo chop straight in, and he's going to take a shot. And there's a goal for Philippe Coutinho, and we end up winning 1-0, which was quite good for us. And you can see man of the match with Jordan Henderson, although we did sort of butcher that chance with Sterling, we ended up making up for it, so it was good on for them. And a little bit disappointing Martinez couldn't get a goal, or Markovic and all that, but what can you do? So that's the end of the season. Kabay ended up coming back from his injury, and you can have a look at our youth squad here. We have promoted a few little players there, but nothing too major, but we do have some really good prospects, which is quite good. And I don't want to be taking any below average players. You see Archibald Henville, he was one of them who came up. I'm really excited about him. We do have a little bit of deadwood at the club, which I'd like to get rid of, but at this stage, you're not got to worry about that. And Daniel Sturridge, he's back from injury. He was out for a little while, so it's good to see him back. Hopefully, his progression is ratings and stuff. Hopefully that didn't stall too much. But you can see the final league standings. We ended up with 76 points, 3 ahead of City. We're in second place. Chelsea rounded out on 100. So a really good season for them, a really top season, like phenomenal season really. But you see the board are pretty happy with us. The target was Champions League, and that's what we got. In terms of our cup run, they thought it was quite good. I think we got to the semi-finals of Capital One Cup from memory. But yeah, a good season overall. But next episode, I'm going to actually fully go on over the season, giving my thoughts in more detail. And then this episode after that's just going to be all the goals from the season. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you can leave a like. Hopefully you can subscribe to my channel and come back and watch the last few episodes of this season. See you then, guys. Bye.